Please read carefully the safety information provided in this video before installing and operating the system. If you have any questions about the safety operation of the battery system, please contact our customer support hotline at 400-6699-119 for a free consultation. 1. Safety precautions. Make sure that you are qualified for electrical work. Do not allow to install alone. Remove all possible metal items such as jewelry, watches, and pens. Connect the battery system strictly according to the port description and system configuration drawings. Hot plugging is absolutely prohibited. Be sure to disconnect the power supply of the main control box before any necessary operations. The on and off interval should be more than 10 seconds. Be sure to disconnect the circuit breaker on the panel during assembly, disassembly, and maintenance to avoid electrocution. Any personnel except Vision Group's technicians are not allowed to open functional models like CBMS and GBMS. 2. Operating tools. General tools. Safety toe shoes, cut-resistant gloves, electrical insulating gloves, and anti-static clothing. Installation tools. Electric screwdriver, wire stripper, torque wrench, slotted screwdriver, voltmeter, insulation resistance tester, and insulated rubber tape. Lifting equipment. Computer, network cables, socket wrench, black marker pen, and red marker pen. Do insulation on the torque wrench. 3. Installation procedures. Step 1. Unpacking and checking. Check whether the product package is intact. Check the bill of materials. It covers battery module, CBMS, GBMS, negative power output cables, positive power output cables, neutral cables, negative power cables, module connection cables, positive power input cables, communication cable between the module and CBMS, module communication cables, terminal resistance, junction box, and power supply line. Step 2. Cabinet installation. Check whether the cabinet is damaged and its paint is chipped off. Adjust the cabinet to a horizontal position. Use the slotted screwdriver to take the cabinet door down in order to install the batteries. The cabinet supports both upper and lower outlets, and the cabinets can be arranged in parallel. Use the electric screwdriver to adjust the distance between the cabinet's guide rails and the spacing among slider nuts in terms of the height of the module. Step 3. Installation of modules, CBMS and GBMS. Check whether the modules, CBMS and GBMS are damaged. Install the modules from bottom to top. Use the electric screwdriver and screws to fasten the modules. Install the main control CBMS on the top of the modules by lifting equipment. Use the electric screwdriver and screws to fasten the CBMS. Install the cabinet door with the slotted screwdriver. Unscrew the middle of the cabinet door and install the GBMS. Step 4. Connection of battery module power cables. Check whether the power cables are intact. Use the torque wrench to connect the red and blue cap wires from bottom to top according to the figure. Connect the negative power input line between the module and CBMS. Connect the negative electrode of the top module to the B of the CBMS with a blue cap wire. Connect the 3-wire system. Connect the negative electrode of module X equals total number of modules /2 plus 1, to the N electrode of the CBMS battery with the junction box. Connect the positive power input line between the module and CBMS. Connect the positive electrode of the bottom module to the B plus of the CBMS with a red cap wire. Connect the output line between the CBMS and UPS. Connect the P+, P and N wires of the CBMS to the positive, negative, and neutral wires of the UPS. After every cable is connected, use the marker pen to label the torque mark, which is black in self-check and red in mutual check. After all cables are connected, cover the cables with their caps. Step 5. Communication connection. Connect the modules with the communication lines from bottom to top according to the figure. And please mind the order of COM 1 and COM 2. To reduce the signal reflection of the communication lines, please ensure continuous impedance matching during communication. Connect the terminal resistance to the COM 2 port of the bottom module. Connect the communication line between the top module and CBMS. Connect the COM1 port of the CBMS and the CBMS port of the GBMS with a network cable. If there is more than one cabinet, please connect the COM2 port of the previous cabinet to the COM1 port of the next cabinet. Connect the 24V GND port of the CBMS and 24V port of the GBMS with the black power supply line. And please pay attention to the positive and negative terminals. Connect the AC power to the AC power jack of the CBMS. The AC voltage ranges from 75 volts to 264 volts, plus 5% variable range, and the frequency is 48 Hz to 52 Hz. Set the ID address of the CBMS according to the number of the parallel cabinets. For example, if 3 cabinets are connected in parallel with the ID addresses of 1, 2 and 3, please unplug one of the cabinet 1, 2 of the cabinet 2, and 3, CAN-R and 485 are of the cabinet 3. If 4 cabinets are connected in parallel with the ID addresses of 1, 2, 3, and 4, please unplug one of the cabinet 1, 2 of the cabinet 2, 3 of the cabinet 3, and 4, CAN-R and 485 are of the cabinet 4. There is no need to unplug the GBMS. Step 6. Installation Inspection. Before starting the lithium battery system, please carefully check the following steps. Check all cables that are properly distributed and securely connected without any mechanical damage. Check whether the total voltage is correct with the voltmeter to measure the voltage of the B+ and B ports of the CBMS. The voltage range of each module should be 52V to 54V, and then the total voltage should be the sum of the voltage of each module. Use the voltmeter to measure the resistance among the P+, P and N to confirm that there is no short circuit or reverse connection. Insulate the whole battery system and connect the B+, B and N of the CBMS to the cabinet with the insulation resistance tester, which uses 1000 VDC, and the internal resistance of insulation should be above 2 ohms. No external parts or conductive objects remain in cabinets. 4. Startup steps. Step 1. AC power supply testing. Press the AC power button. Turn on the upper computer which connects to the CBMS with a network cable, and then check whether the data are normal. Step 2. DC power supply testing. Turn the CBMS circuit breaker 90 degrees clockwise. Press the DC power button and check whether the indicator lights of the CBMS are normal. The light breaker on needs to be red all the time. The light status first flickers green and is accompanied by the sound of the contactor pulling on, which finally turns to be green all the time. Turn on the upper computer which connects to the CBMS with a network cable, and then check whether the data are normal. Step 3. GBMS settings. GBMS contains some external ports: TCP network port, CAN port, 485 port, dry contacts which D1 represents no charging, D2 no discharging, D3 circuit breaker tripping, I1 ESP. Open the GBMS and select the administrator account to enter the GBMS settings. The upper part of the screen is a data display area which shows the main data, and the lower part is a function display area that contains 4 functions. Monitor for displaying the system operating status, cell data for displaying battery data, warning for displaying alarm records, and setting for displaying screen parameter settings. Set parameters according to the on-site conditions like the number of CBMS, IP address, full charging voltage, and etc. Choose whether to disconnect the charging contactor after full charge in terms of the project situation. Step 4. Discharging. Make sure that UPS disconnects with the CBMS. Confirm with the customer that the system can be shut down. Turn 90 degrees counterclockwise to disconnect the circuit breaker. Step 5. Recharging. Make sure that the UPS is operating normally. Confirm with the customer that the system can be turned on. Reset the circuit breaker. Press the DC button and wait until the battery self-test is finished. Press the AC button. Check whether the GBMS is normal. Step 6. UPS parameter settings. Battery average charging voltage, 54.4-55.2V/module. Battery float voltage, 53.6-54V/module. Battery charging current, 0.2-0.5C. Cutoff voltage, 44.8V/module. The charging contactor can only be turned on when it is connected to a dry contact, communication, or full charge.